Hi there, it's me again, Richard. I'm doing another video. In this video, we're going to show you how to optimize your images so that you can put them onto your website. It could be anywhere on your website, or in this case, it's going to be onto someone's shop. So you're going to add these images into WooCommerce. Okay. So the first thing we need to do is go to where the images are. So this one's going to be Dean New Pics. Now in here we're going to just create another folder, new. So right click and go on to, let's start again. So we're going to right click anywhere in this open folder here, right, or open file. So right click, select new folder, and we're just going to call this one optimized images. Okay, optimized images, hit return. So this folder here, this is where we're going to have all the optimized images. We're going to optimize just the pictures of these jackets here. Okay, so if we select them all, I'm just holding down the control key and clicking on each one whilst I'm holding the control key, and then let go of the control key. Then you can see where the ones that are highlighted in blue, they're the ones that are selected. So then we're just gonna go on one of the selected images, hold the mouse key down, and then drag them onto the Photoshop window here. And all of them are just going to be appearing onto the Photoshop window. Right, so now, so we've got all these images that's ready to be optimized. You might want to check the sizes of them first. So this one, we click on image. So we'll click, make sure you've got, when it's dark blue, that means that this is the image that we're going to be working on, right? It's a selected image. We've selected this purple white jacket here. Click on image at the top, and then click on image size, and it tells you what the size of the image is, the dimensions. Right at the moment it's 700 by 700. All of them are the same 700 by 700, which is what we want for the shop. Obviously different size images can be different for different sections of the website, but for this purposes we just can keep them all the same. So we just click on cancel. Now this purple white PNG, at the moment, let's have a look. We hover on there. Right now it's 432 kilobytes, which is pretty big. You don't want big images on your website, so we're going to make it smaller. Okay, so purple white. Now make sure the image is selected, click on file and click save for web. Yeah, it's a PNG. You could, if you want it to be a JPEG, you can make it a JPEG or a GIF on here, but we're going to keep it on PNG 8. Okay, and click on save. Now then, we're going to navigate to where we want the images. So desktop, Dean New Pics, optimize images. It's going to be it. So it's going to go into the optimized images folder, and then where it's at save as type, make sure it's on images only. We don't want it to be HTML and images, or we don't want it to be HTML only. Make sure it's on images only. If it's a JPEG, then you'll see images only JPG or whatever, but this is the PNG. Click on save on there, and that's saved. Now if we just X on there, it's going to ask you if you want to save changes. On here, click no. Alright, so we're just going to keep it as the original on that one. Click no. Now then, if we go back into the optimized folder, so it was 432 kilobytes, but now in the optimized images image is now 176 kilobytes. So, which isn't too bad. It's a lot better than 400 odd. So we just crunch the size down, and that's how you optimize the images. I like to keep the images under 200, depending on sort of website it is. But yeah, mostly optimize the images below the 200 kilobytes. That'd be the. Sometimes it'd be lower the better, so that you're saving space on your website. Okay, so we're just going to go through that again one more time on the next one. This one's the Oxford Navy. We go back to the original size of the Oxford Navy. This one is 328 kilobytes at the moment. Okay, so make sure that's selected. Click on File, Save for Web. Okay, and that's PNG 8 there. Leave the transparency on so that the background is see-through. Click Save. Now this is the Oxford Navy. Now with here you can change the name if you want. I like to, I don't know why there's all sorts of funny dashes and things in there. Space there. Just want to show you something. So we're saving it as images only, PNG, and as I've just altered the file name, the name of the file, so just Oxford Navy White. As you can see, I'm saving it. It's got no funny dashes or underscores or anything like that. Click on Save. Okay, that's saved. So we can X on there. Just X. No, we don't want to save on that section. And we go back to the folder, go into optimize images. So Oxford Navy, it was 328 kilobytes. Now Oxford Navy has gone down to 154. So over 300 down to 150 odd. And that's how you optimize the images. So I'm going to show you one more time. This one is the jet black white PNG. Again, see what the original size is. Don't know what I've done. My laptop playing up. Right, I've forgotten which one we're working on now. Right, jet black white. Jet black white. Right now, it's 203 kilobytes, which ain't too bad, but we can still optimize. You still want to optimize the image so that it's more suitable for websites. From 203, let's see what happens when we optimize it. File, save for web, save, take out the dashes, jet black white, images only, save. Okay, X on there. Remember, do not save it. When you're closing it and it's asking if you want to save the changes, just click on no. Now if we go back to the folder, so it was 203, and now if we go into the optimize images, jet black white is gone down to 121. So it was over 200, now it's 121. Okay, and when you save it as the optimized images, when you don't have the dashes or any, when you don't have any, if you just have spaces, it's still going to include the dashes. So it's jet dash black dash white. That's what it always does, that after you've optimized it, just put the dashes in automatically. Alright, so we've done 3 of them there. We'll just go onto the Photoshop window. So we've got the hot pink one here. Click on File, Save for Web. Okay, I'm going to leave it as a PNG. Click on Save. Take out the dashes. pink, white. Save as type, images only. Click on save on there. Close that out of the Photoshop. No, we don't want to save the Photoshop document. No. Now we're going to go back to the folder. The originals, so the hot pink, and you see got hot space pink underscore space white, and the size of that was 465 kilobytes, pretty huge. Now we go to the optimized one that we just saved. Hot pink white is, you notice when we put the spaces in there, it's just going to automatically put on in the dashes, and the size of that now has gone from over 400 odd down to 180 kilobytes. So now these images, these 4 images here, these are the ones that are ready to go onto the website. And just to keep things consistent, I know I should have made with the purple white, I should have made all the blue. So we'll just right click on there, purple white, right click, rename, just tidy it up a bit, so purple dash white, and enter. Just rename that purple dash white, and basically that's it. That's how you optimize your images in Photoshop, ready to go onto your website. Some images are going to be a JPEG, so if I just quickly do a JPEG example. This is another client here. It's what was it? A hairdressing salon I've recently done a website for. Let's see, which one shall I choose? Let's have a look. I think all these are ready. All of these ones are already optimized. What about this one? No, okay, this is not optimized. Right, this one got a funny name with a cat in there. IMG blah blah blah, and it's a JPEG. Notice the other ones I've showed you was PNG. This one's a JPEG. Okay, so if we just drag this one here, JPEG, click on this blue bar, make sure it's selected. Let's check the size of it. Image size 72 by 54 centimeters. It's pretty big. I think that's quite huge. All right, so making sure that the constraint proportions are ticked. All right, so we're going to the width from 72. Say we change it to 30. The width from 72 to 30, and the height is automatically going to coincide with the size, so you keep the same dimensions. It's not stretched or looking weird. Okay, so right now the width is 72.25 centimeters. We're going to change it to 30 centimeters, and you'll see as I'm editing the width, the height changes. So now it's 30 centimeters, and the height is automatically gone smaller as well, so that the picture is just it's not distorted. It's still, well, I'm looking for it. The ratio is kept the same here. With ratio, right? Click on OK on there. All right. It looks a bit small. That's because it's at 33% on here. So if we hold Control and then click on the plus sign, I'll just make it a bit bigger before we save it. Now it's at 100%. Okay, 100%. So that's the actual size of the image. Okay, so now I'm going to go on File, Save for Web. Okay, and because this was a JPEG, we want to select JPEG here. The reason why it's still got PNG is because last time the other pictures we done it, they were in PNG format, but we're going to just change this to JPEG. And here we click on Optimize, and I like to have quality 40. Alright, quality 40, and make sure Optimize is ticked, and there's medium is selected here. Okay, click on Save, and here make sure it says images only, and we're going to give it a much better name than IMG with the date and the time, blah blah. So we're just going to call it what should we call this one? Shop front. or shop floor, I should say, shop floor. So shop space floor. You can have one word, two words, whatever, quick what you like. Nice short name. Click on save. Alright. And then click on the X here. Do you want to save changes? No. No. Don't want to save it on. It's kept on the same. The original just kept the same. Now then, if we go back, so it was 343 kilobytes, and now we've got it, so from 343 down to, oh, where is it? It's in Dean's, isn't it? Go to desktop, Dean new pics, optimize images. So it was 343 kilobytes, and we've got it down to 47, which is brilliant. JPEGs are usually a lot smaller than the PNGs. Yeah, so we crunched it from 343 kilobytes way down to 47. And if you double click on there, you see still looking nice and crisp. Yeah, you haven't really lost any image quality. The quality is still there. All we've done, we just optimized it, and we've made the kilobytes a lot smaller. Made this so it doesn't take up so much space on your website and on the server. And that's it. How you optimize the images for the website. Hope it's helped, and I'll see you again in the next video. Thanks much. Bye bye now.